So a very common thing I hear is that there's a wasiat and then there's a faraid. What's the difference? If you have faraid, do you need a wasiat? Short answer, without a wasiat, faraid states the distribution of the assets of the deceased to specific people. We all know this, yes? We know that husbands and wives, children and parents, and even siblings, uncles, grandparents may get a share in faraid, and that is clearly written within the Quran. Who gets what in which proportion? That's super clear, yes? But faraid does not specify who's in charge. It does not say where you can give an extra amount to. A wasiat in the legal context is simply an administrative document. This document tells the courts who's in charge, who have I picked to be able to get all the documents, go to all the different financial institutions and get my assets liquidated and distributed. And so, in the context of the legal framework, when you have a wasiat, the courts know exactly who to appoint, who to give the documents to, and who is authorized to then take these assets and distribute them according to faraid. So you see that a wasiat and faraid actually go hand in hand. They are not separate. And so for any of us today, if you have any kind of assets, whether it's a house, a bank account, CPF, insurance, jewelry, any assets, anything of any value, you must have a wasiat. Because without the wasiat, the courts will take 6 months minimum to be able to process it for you. One of our students, her longest record is 17 years and she still has not gotten the letter of administration for her late father. Alhamdulillah, we've seen our clients who have done wasiats manage to make a claim with the courts with as easily as 2 months with a wasiat, inshallah. So, who can write a wasiat for you? Did you know you can write your own wasiat? You can do it yourself, DIY. If you Google it right now, you can find many templates available out there to write your own wasiat DIY. In fact, I've seen multiple cases where a DIY wasiat has gone through the court and successfully obtained the grant of probate, the legal document required to unwind the assets. But I have also seen more cases where the wasiat, which was DIY, they did it themselves, was invalid. And so there are some very important factors to consider to make a wasiat that's DIY that is valid. Number one, your witnesses must be neutral third parties who do not benefit from your passing. That's one of the biggest issues with DIY wasiats. You pick the wrong witnesses and you format it the wrong way. Can you also go to a lawyer? Absolutely. Just be prepared, lawyers can be expensive. Some law firms I know charge upwards of $2,500, and here's a personal story. My wife's aunt had gotten her wasiat done with a lawyer, was quoted $3,000 and ended up paying upwards of $5,000 simply because she had a few edits back and forth. And here at Modern Muslim Finance, we write wasiats for our clients. We are qualified to write wasiats. We provide professional witnesses. We ensure that the wasiat we write for you is both Sharia and legally compliant. After 10 years of doing this, our process, alhamdulillah, is smooth. We provide step-by-step guidance, and in fact, we provide unlimited consults between us and you to ensure any changes you make are reflected within all the documents we do for you.